At Newberry Motors, you're just down the road from high prices. Newberry Motors on M123 in Newberry is the region's premier GM dealership. Cars, trucks, SUVs, Newberry Motors has the perfect vehicle for you at the perfect price. Newberry Motors proudly supports youth in our communities and sends good luck to the area athletic teams this year. Remember, if it doesn't say Newberry Motors on the back, you pay too much up front. To see their vehicle lineup, visit NewberryMotors.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to the JL, the Cook Gymnasium here at Newberry High School. It's E.U.P Conference Volleyball on M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network. Dan Hardenbrook, glad to have you along, getting you ready for a big-time varsity showdown between two of the very best programs on the east end of the U.P. Two teams looking to stake their claim to this year's E.U.P Conference Championship. Two teams looking to pick up momentum heading into the stretch run and for the tournament, which is less than a month away, and two teams that want to prove that they belong among the elite in the northern half of the state and the Upper Peninsula. Should be a good one tonight between Newberry and Rudyard, an all orange and black battle with first place on the line in the E.U.P Conference. It's the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Indians deadlocked in a race with the St. Ignace Lady Saints. Rudyard has beat St. Ignace. St. Ignace has beat Newberry. Newberry has beat Rudyard. And over the next 7 to 10 days, all three teams will face off in rematches that will claim one team a championship in the E.U.P Conference. Newberry in straight sets beat Rudyard in the regular season matchup. However, a couple of weekends ago, it was the Lady Bulldogs knocking off Newberry in tournament action over in Escanaba. Now, that game doesn't count towards the regular season standings, but it gives Rudyard a little bit of momentum coming in to this contest. Should be a good one. Kayla Welker, the first-year varsity Lady Indians coach. Lori Morley, the former Division IV U.P Coach of the Year, leading the Lady Bulldogs. Rudyard will be on the left. Newberry on the right. And it's Becca Rahali, the freshman for the Lady Indians, to send it away as we get started here on a Thursday night at the JL, the Cook Gymnasium. New flow for Newberry. Drew Burton sends it too far and out of bounds. And Rudyard gets the opening point of the evening. Lady Bulldogs on top, 1-0. Rudyard is led by one of the best players in the U.P., 1,000 career kills for number 2, the senior, Lily Kwiatkowski, joined up front by Emily Emmerich. And number 6, Emily Pearsall, an experienced front line for Coach Morley. The rest of the Lady Bulldogs here in a second. Big block, but out of bounds. Kwiatkowski and Taylor doing battle. Lauren Postma, a junior. Number 14, freshman Melissa Kirshner, who's headed to the serve line. Lady Bulldogs on top 2-0. And the Rudyard libero, 22, a senior, Ella Moon. Lady Indians get their first point of the night. They lead it 2-1. Sydney Duflo, a sophomore, will serve this one away. The libero is 21, Olivia Burt. Maddie Krupla checking in and up front right now for the Lady Indians. It's Adrian Fawcett, Riley Burton, and Aaliyah Taylor. We'll see Natalie Whalen mix into one of the best front lines you'll find anywhere for Newberry in this contest. 2-1, first set just underway. Trying to fight in the right angle up here in the balcony of the JL the Cook. Burke lays out, no good. Bulldogs on top 3-1 as we are just underway in this E.U.P Conference clash. Newberry in straight sets wins the JV matchup. JV Lady Indians still remain undefeated in the regular season this year. Set here on a run. Taylor Kwiatkowski gets a piece of it. He impacts so many plays offensively and defensively for the Bulldogs. Got a piece there. Rudyard, though, off the deflection. Can't play it across, and it's 3-2 Lady Indians getting the serve, down by 1, and it'll be Burt to send it across. Clean play on the return for Rudyard. Set for Burton. Went up easy. Bulldogs play it back across. Postman to the front line. Miss hit there. Kind of off the wrist and the bottom of the palm of Skylar Coppitz, who just checked in. We are tied at 3 in the opening set. This varsity contest. And the Lady Indians get an ace from their libero. And Burke has put the Lady Indians on top for the first time in tonight's matchup. She'll move around. See her come to the opposite corner and then fade to the middle. And we got a violation. Crossing the line. 18, Emily Emmerich. Newberry has rattled off a few in a row here. And a good push from Burt. Liv sends it on the way. Good job underneath. Big set. Big spike. Kwiatkowski. That's going to be a key. How the Lady Indians match up with her up front tonight. She is probably the best individual player on the floor. Rudyard point gets him to serve. Deanna McDowell, a junior. Serving left to right. Sends it on the way. Low line drive, barely clears the net. Oh. A couple of Lady Indians almost collide. A little punch by Kwiatkowski there. Duflo has to bump it back. Run over by the Lady Indians. This one, Rudyard goes through Postma. Duflo set. Whalen up. Nice diving play. Post ball over the floor early on. Nice volley here. Both teams back and forth. Into the net. And Newberry survives to pick up another point. Rahali back in for Krupla. Backline serve for one of the emerging talents for the Lady Indians. Riley Burton has had a fantastic season. That is too deep and out of bounds. Newberry, nice little run here. After the slow start, they have 5 out of the last 6 points. Line drive, bullet, tough return. Rudyard gets it over and gets the point. Everything Kwiatkowski touches offensively has turned it into a positive for the Lady Bulldogs. And now she'll do it all. Moves to the back row. She'll serve this one away. 7-5 Newberry here in the first. Burke back row digs it out. Lady Indians scrambling to get under it, and it's sent too deep. Never get set underneath that one to put it in play. And now Kwiatkowski will serve, trying to tie it up. Back row for Bliss. Rahali underneath. Whalen plays it high and wide, and Rudyard has rallied to tie up a seesaw battle here in the first. Sent over there. Set. Fired. Too deep again for Whalen. Advantage Rudyard. 8-7. Newberry not as crisp as I'm sure they want to be early on in this one. A lot of reaching, a lot of hesitating to avoid collisions. The back row to front row passes and a little offline. And Newberry gets the point there. Ashley Deslak, one of the seniors, playing in her final home game here in Newberry, will serve this one up in a tie game. This one comes around. Nice rise. Oh, out. Well, Vince Gross is right there. He's going to overrule it as he can. The lead official on the tower. Point for the Bulldogs in a 9-8 lead. Skylar Coppets serving for the Bulldogs. But here for Whalen. That's the third one. Oh, deflection. Gracie Johnson, one of the young girls working the corners, got that call correctly, and it's 9-9. Whalen. That here. Rudyard, nice play over there by Katie Galladay, talented sophomore. Some young blood on these two varsity contenders. And Taylor wins that battle at the net for Rudyard. Lady Bulldogs with 4 seniors, 3 juniors, a couple of sophomores, and a freshman. That one's dumped over. Taylor providing a big spark for the Lady Indians. Newberry, a deep squad. 6 seniors, 6 juniors, a sophomore, and a freshman. That one kind of drifts. Tough play there for Pearsall. (12-9) Newberry. Little separation. Set here. Galladay back row. Deslack got caught coming up. Throws an arm at it. Got a piece, but not enough to do anything. Should be Rudyard serve, and it will come over to Lauren Postma. 12-10 Newberry. Opening set of the varsity contest. Best of 5. Got to get to 25 and win by 2. There, Galladay just tips it over. Rudyard's 1 rotation away from getting Kwiatkowski back up front. Since she rotated to serve and has played in the back, Aaliyah Taylor has started to feast up front for Newberry. This one sent over. Excellent ball there. Pearsall rips one across. Lady Bulldogs are back within 1. They get their star back up front. Sent across by Kirchner. Dug out by Deslack. Lady Indians play it through Burton. Both of these teams, great top-end talent at the top of the roster, but pretty good depth and versatility as well. And wouldn't you know it? It's a tight game again. Rudyard is serving to try and tie it. 13-12 Newberry. Taylor, big winner. Bullet from Aaliyah. Rupla will come back in. Fawcett will come back in. Duflo will serve for the Lady Indians. Up 14-12. Kwiatkowski backs it up. Tries to block, too deep. Lady Indians send another one out of play. Work on the return. Taylor sneaking in. Didn't get it clean, but neither did Rudyard. Kwiatkowski reverses it over. Set off the mark. Fawcett thought that was going forward to Taylor. Taylor thought it was going back to Fawcett. 3 players stuck in no man's land, and it's a football score, 14-14. And the serve too deep from Postma. Newberry serve. Rudyard will scramble. Postman plays it across. Burton at the net. Gets a key point there for the Lady Indians. 16-14 Newberry. All three sets close in the match in Rudyard, as well as tournament play in Escanaba. And these two teams have gone head-to-head. Final meeting before they could see each other in the district tournament. If I was a betting man, this would probably be my pick for the district finals. St. Ignace will be in a different district, but could see either of these teams in a regional. Rudyard came out of the district with Newberry, Engadine, and Brimley last year. Met St. Ignace in a thriller over in the Sioux. 17-15 and a serve wide. Couple of serves wide, one under the net. Back and forth. Rudyard early. Newberry had a big run. Lady Bulldogs came back. Now Newberry has inched back out by the largest lead of the set, 3 points. Vitkowski can't believe it. A rare miss hit. 19-15 Newberry here in the first. Fawcett off the tip of the net, gets it to drop home. Diving effort for Rudyard to no avail. Another big flurry of points for Newberry, an ace for Burton. Rudyard, there's the timeout. I thought it might be coming. Lori Morley will try to regather her group. Newberry leads at 21-15 here in the opening set.
Attention veterans and their families. The Luce County Veterans Services Office is here to support you with a wide range of services. We assist with VA healthcare eligibility, compensation claims, counseling services, benefit coverage, state and county emergency relief funds, and more. Contact your Luce County Veterans Services Officer, Rick Menard, at 906-293-4890. The Luce County Veterans Services Office, proudly supporting our community's veterans.
Here as we see Newberry break their huddle. Rudyard out as well. 21-15, largest lead of this opening set. Burton to send it for Newberry. Lady Bulldogs got caught up by the net. Newberry, though, will have to play it back. Rahali back corner on a bullet. Post up. Newberry doing a very good job of guarding and protecting the sideline. Whalen played one over. Got up Kwiatkowski with a huge block. Punch to the back row. Set for Fawcett. Got caught on her heels. Swinging set for Rudyard. Deflected at the net. Played. And Newberry gets it back and forth. That's just Whalen and Kwiatkowski going blow for blow at the net. And Newberry survives it. It's 22-15. The Lady Indians leading here in the first. Off the net. Long return. Free ball for Newberry. Duflo and Rahali. Very little room to work, but they find a way. 7 straight points for the Lady Indians. Another timeout for Rudyard. 23-15. The Lady Indians on top in the first set with M123 FM. the E.U.P Sports Network.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry is proud to support the communities we call home and the athletes who inspire us. As Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim, we know the value of teamwork, dedication, and doing the job right. From the first whistle to the final buzzer, we're cheering for every local team, and on the field, in the gym, and on the court. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry, now wishing all our area athletes the very best this season.
Out of the timeout, Burton serves again. Nice job by Postma going to the floor, but nobody left to fill the hole, and it's set point Newberry here in the first, 24-15. Burton sparked the late scoring barrage at the net and is trying to put it away at the service line. Burt spinning, plays it to Duflo. Rahali back corner and in, and Newberry wins the first set, 25-15. We'll take a break. Second set action when we come back.
High-speed fiber internet is here. Say hello to Highline Internet. With lightning-fast speeds and reliable service, Highline keeps you connected to what matters most. Whether it's streaming TV, gaming, or working from home. No contracts or hidden fees here. Our blazing fast internet gives you the ultimate experience with no more buffering or lag. Plus, our friendly local support team is always here to help. Upgrade your internet today with Highline Internet and experience the difference. Visit highlinefast.com to get started.
When it's time to head to the great outdoors, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has you covered. As your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer, they're your one-stop shop from the water to the snow trails. Whether it's sales, service, rentals, or accessories, they've got everything you need to make your next trip unforgettable. Visit Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com. The Fish and Hunt Shop, where your next great adventure begins.
Back here in Newberry, Dan Harborough, glad to have you along. I'm 123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network. The E.U.P Conference Volleyball action, a big one tonight between Newberry and Rudyard. Back and forth battle to the first part of the opening set, but Newberry takes a 13-13 tie and turns it into a 25-15 set victory. They now lead this best of 5 match 1-0. JV action earlier tonight, it was Newberry winning 2-0. They also won the third bonus set, cruising through, and that one. Coach Edwards and the JV Lady Indians still perfect on the season. Rudyard will start the second with the serve. It'll be Postma on the back line. Rudyard is playing without Amelia Fountain, one of their key pieces here in this one. And played across the runner. Back set for Taylor, who has the ability to take over. And so back and forth to start here. Rahali rises. Oh, the freshman doing things well beyond her years. Big bullet for Becca and a 1-0 lead for the Lady Indians. Coming right into your living room, it's an ace. Return off to the side behind the Rudyard bench. And another ace. Ella Moon, the libero, tried to make the play for Rudyard, could not. 3-0 Lady Indians. They have picked up right where they left off in the opening set. That one sails just wide. Rudyard has Moon, who will check out for Koppitz. Rudyard also with Kirschner, Postma. Oh, Moon's going to the service line. Galladay will come out. Kwiatkowski and Pearsall up front. Burton tried to go down the line. Ruled in by the Lady Indian side judge, Joe Rounds, is the official on the floor. And it will be a Newberry point. Newberry with Duflo, Burt, Krupla checking in, Fawcett, Taylor, and Burton up front. They lead it 4-1. A rocket there. Kwiatkowski plays it over. Run and punch for Newberry. And Kwiatkowski spins that one off the side of the hand of Burton. Bulldogs back within 2, and they get the serve. Change here coming in to do the honors will be Deanna McDowell. Sends it across. Played up here. Set. Diving play by Krupla. Newberry can't quite keep it together. 4 hits. And a point for the Bulldogs. It was Rudyard who started the first set with a lead before Newberry came firing back. Roles reversed here in the second. Newberry the early lead, but giving up ground. The Bulldogs are back within a point. They go to Kwiatkowski. Sends one blistering across, and it's tied 4-4 here in the second. Duflo. Taylor hammers one home. Aaliyah Taylor using that size, that athleticism. She's a weapon. She gets Newberry back on top with Burt to serve. Play by Burt. Dug it out. Rudyard through Kwiatkowski. Krupla making a couple of big plays. She's right in the line of fire in the back row. Rudyard scramble right below us along the sideline. Out of bounds and another point. Or side out, I guess you would say. Still learning my volleyball skills and terms. And Burt and Krupla in this stretch coming up big on the back line. And that one just out of bounds. Point to the Bulldogs. Fun one here so far, as expected. Newberry clinging to a 6-5 lead here in the second set. They lead the match 1-0. We'll get a whistle. Double hit on Newberry, I guess. Rudyard's tied it up. This is where they started to have trouble in the first. Kwiatkowski serving. Well, Newberry was able to keep plays alive, and with her not in the front, it's a much different Rudyard team. Newberry takes advantage there. Rahali in, Krupla out. Big rotation there from Addie Krupla. And then Burton, service error into the net. Touchdown score again. 7-7. Galladay back in for Rudyard. Skylar Coppets to serve for Rudyard. They need this matchup, or the best that they can do, the best the loser of tonight's matchup can do is hope for some help to finish tied for the conference lead. Basically, almost like a 3-team tournament the rest of the way. The winner of this match will then face off with Rudyard. Newberry plays them on Tuesday. But really, the winner of this one is in position for a winner-take-all conference title game against St. Ignace. Newberry would have a head-to-head 2-0 split over Rudyard. Would hold the tiebreaker there, but would need a win over St. Ignace and then hopefully get some help. Jumbled up. You need a win to keep your chances alive. Newberry, the winner of this one, will pick up those 2 key conference wins. And they are deadlocked again, 9-9. Kirshner. That one out of bounds. Rudyard back on top. Newberry's kind of flattened out here. Duflo wants Raholly. High punch. Block up front. Whalen, though, was on the way back down. Rudyard with a 2-point lead, 11-9. Too deep. Too fast for me to follow. 4 straight for the Lady Bulldogs. Match their largest lead at any point tonight, 12-9 here in the second. Newberry leads it 1-0. Rudyard under much more control, showing little poise. And they've built a 13-9 lead here in the second. Kayla Welker tells her girls she's okay. No timeout yet. Set here. Whalen. Oh, great play, Postma. Then Kwiatkowski to keep it alive. Bullet here. These Rudyard seniors and juniors look like they played big-time volleyball before. Oh, Whalen just goes up and dunks it. Now Leah Taylor back in. Up front with Duflo, who's a great setter. Raholly can help out in both areas. And Newberry. And a night where it must be a rule that neither team can lead by too much. Lady Indians back within 2. It's Rudyard 13-11 and an ace. Off the top of the net. Drops down inside the line. An ace for Natalie Whalen. Whalen. Duflo. Taylor, middle of the floor. High return. Kwiatkowski to Postma. Now Newberry goes to the freshman Raholly, middle of the floor. Found a hole. Kind of hesitated and tipped it over. We're tied again. What else is new? Back and forth battle, 13-13 here in the second. Short serve. Rudyard gets it across to the, I'm sure, should be college-bound Kwiatkowski. She is excellent. Just passed the 1,000 career kills mark last week in Brimley. Raholly Deflected. Point for the Lady Indians. Lead for the Lady Indians. Up 1-0. This is where they broke it open last time. Tied 13-13 in the first. It ended up 25-15. Sinking serve. Rudyard had to lay out for Deslack. Duflo, quick tip. Everybody thought she was going to set. Rudyard whistled there on the violation. 6 straight points for Newberry now. And a 15-13 lead. Ace Pearsall just holds her head. And Rudyard wants a timeout. Newberry's regained control. They lead at 16-13 here in the second with M123 FM, the E.U.P Sports Network.
The Big Lake Tavern at Pine Bluff Resort is the place to be for great food and fun times. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 4 to 11. The Big Lake Tavern features nightly specials you do not want to miss. Catch the Big Lake's best fish fry every Friday night. Check out the Big Lake Tavern on Facebook for updates. Grab your friends and get to the Big Lake Tavern at Pine Bluff Resort. Big time flavor, big time fun at the Big Lake Tavern.
See the Newberry section there. The students have been great on the road and at home here inside the new look jail, the Cook Gymnasium. They redid the floor design last year, then shifted over the volleyball court and centered it. If you remember, for years, the end to our left, the back wall, it was right up against the wall when you were serving. But when they resurfaced and redid the design, they centered the court, centered the post this year, and the fans have come out in force in what is now a really nice home court advantage for the Indians. That ball played on a deflection out of bounds. Rudyard gets the point, 16-15, Newberry on top. See there at the bottom of your screen, they win the opening set, 25-15. Postma. Delaney Bliss on the back end. Too far. Miscommunication between Kwiatkowski and Pearsall and Kirshner. And now Newberry's got height on both sides of Sydney Duflo up front with Burton and Taylor in. Too far into the net. Heads up play by Postman to get it over. Didn't quit on the play. Burton, another one. Off the tip of the net and dropping down for the Newberry Lady Indians. 18-15. Second set. Oh, Postman had to lay out. That sounded like it hurt. Taylor, Duflo, back row, too deep. And Moon will serve for the Bulldogs. She's their libero. Taylor rose up and then went soft, and that one was Newberry's back row. Here comes Rudyard. Bulldogs' turn in an 18-17 matchup. Diving return there from Raholly. Played across. Nice job by Deslack. Holding her position. Runner from Kwiatkowski. Deslack keeps it alive. It's off the light fixture and down for Rudyard point, and we are tied. Rudyard by as much as 4. Newberry by as much as 4. And now the Bulldogs back in the lead. Nice play by Duflo. Rudyard gets flat-footed. Sydney pushes it over. 19-19. Trupla and Fawcett in. Raholly and Deslack come out. Big serve here for Duflo. And a tie game. Second set winding down. Trupla, Duflo. They want Burton. Rise and fire, young kid. Got it to go. See if Newberry can repeat. No. Out of bounds. One ball length too far for Duflo. 20-20. McDowell in to serve for Rudyard. Every point critical. McDowell across. Duflo back set. Taylor. Oh! Aaliyah Taylor. Good night. And an ace. I don't have 12 on my roster. In there for Rudyard. That's where Newberry keeps aiming on the serve. Oh! Kwiatkowski with a hammer of her own. 22-21 Newberry. Second set, but Rudyard has earned the serve. Newberry's got to go now with Kwiatkowski in the back. Ace. More than just a heavy hitter up front. We're tied for what feels like the 100th time tonight. Woolley will send it over. Burton underneath. Too far. Played over quick by Rudyard. Right back by Duflo. The scramble is on. Postma. Newberry goes Burt. Duflo. Whalen. Oh, a big one. Diving attempt by Moon. And here is Riley Burt. 2 points away from a 2-set lead for the Lady Indians. But they'll have to wait, at least for now. And remember, you got to get to 25, but you got to win by 2. 23-23. Serve. What beat? Burt plays it just in case. Duflo got to send it over. Rudyard looks for Postma. Dug out by Burt. Raholly with a bullet. Galladay plays it over. Raholly, Duflo, Whalen, tipped and kept alive. Postma, too far. Set point, Lady Indians. They have to get this one, or we'll go to extra points. It's Ashley Deslack, the senior, on senior night, trying to get a 2-set-to-none lead. Just make sure she gets it over. Postma sends the return. Here's Burt. Duflo, high set. Whalen, back corner, out of bounds. 24-24, and it'll be extra points. Here in the second, one of these sides has to win it by 2. Off the bench to serve is Melissa Kirshner. Serve. Burt. Raholly. Duflo. Hit it off the side of her hand, but somehow it crawls over. It drops in. Set point number 2 for Newberry. 25-24. Whalen. Galladay splits Whalen and Deslack. Oh, like two heavyweights trading blows. 25-25. We now are looking to get to 27 with Postma. Advantage Rudyard on the serve. Rawholly. Oh, from one side to the other. Sneaks it in for the third time in the second set. It's set point Newberry. And the rotation brings Burton back in. It's Rawholly. Back line, the freshman. Off the net. Long return. Rawholly. Deslack plays it over. Postma flies in. Flykowski touches the paint. Back line. Rudyard will not lie down. Lady Bulldogs have fought off 3 straight set points. 26-26. Here in the second. Taylor up and easy. Long return. Rudyard came across. Oh, no violation. But Flykowski too hard. The fourth attempt to win the set for Newberry. It's Duflo. Looks back at Dad, taking pictures along the back wall. Substitution coming here. Duflo. Fires. Oh, Postma somehow keeps him alive. Burt. Duflo. Burton's got to just play it. Bump there by Flykowski. She'll get it back. It's too far. In front. Rudyard keeps it alive. Taylor just got to send it over. The Bulldogs. A ton of heart. Krupla lays out. Burt keeps it alive. Duflo plays it over. On her tiptoes. Postma. Taylor. All set for Flykowski. Oh, the giant windmill. 27-27. The second set may never end. Rudyard will get the serve. Whoever number 12 is coming off the bench. Double sub. That puts McDowell, the junior, on the line. Rudyard has fought off a 4-point deficit and 4 different set points. And now they have a set point of their own. Too far. Into the net. Here is McDowell. Burton. Flykowski. Into the net. Newberry fights off a set point. 28. We've played one full rotation of set points with Burt's serve. Into the net. Newberry, set point, 29-28. Their fifth set point. Postma again as a hush falls over the gym. Burt, Duflo, Whalen. Too easy for Rudyard. At the net, drops down. Newberry survives the second. 30-28. Some of the best volleyball you will see, and it's right here on M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back to the J.L. DeCook Gymnasium in Newberry. The second set, an all-timer. Newberry survives. They win it 30-28. They now lead it 2-0, one away from victory. Rudyard will begin the long road back. They need to take it one set at a time here. Lady Bulldogs overcame a 4-point deficit late in the set. They held off 4 consecutive set points for Newberry. Took a 1-point lead at 29-28 before Newberry steals the last, 28-27 before Newberry steals the last point. Stayed alive and then got the 2 they needed. Rudyard with the opening point here on a postman ace. She'll do it again. How do you recollect yourself after that emotional and physical roller coaster? Wyatkowski says like this, back in your face. 2-0 Rudyard to start the third. We scored an early flurry. Newberry's been so good in the late portions of the set. This one's set. Dug out. Ball's played across. Newberry on the board after a 3-0 run for the Bulldogs to start the set. Frupla and Fawcett in on Newberry's side. No changes here for Rudyard. It'll be Duflo to serve. 3-1 Rudyard in the third. Trying to stay alive. Newberry trying to sweep the Bulldogs in straight set. Take the regular season conference series and head into St. Ignace next week to play for a conference title. Ace. Newberry. You'll look up and suddenly we're tied at 3. Both teams, another great matchup. Dugout, set. Oh, big block by Taylor. She didn't know where it was. Wyatkowski tries it again. That is a freaking bullet. Unbelievable power. That windmill where she came all the way up and around and over. And the second set was one of the plays of the year. And keeps Rudyard on top 4-3 here in the third. Set here. Wyatkowski blocked back. Taylor wins that battle. It's like Ali and Fraser trading punches at the net. To watch these teams play 100 times if I had to. Wyatkowski sent across. They're making each other better for the stretch run. One of them will represent the E.U.P. all the way to a regional round. 5-4 Rudyard as we trade points. 3 for the Bulldogs, then 3 for Newberry. Now we're back doing the back and forth thing. McDowell for Rudyard. Wajkowski again. Remember the name, you'll hear it a lot. Down the stretch and on the postseason award circuit, Lily Kwiatkowski. Sensational. It's too deep. 6-5, Rudyard leads here in the third. Into the net. Rare miss hit by Riley Burton. Whalen starts the return. She hammers one across. Rudyard so strong defensively. They've gotten on the end of some tough plays. They have survived some tough situations. Whalen, Postma. Now Fawcett for Whalen. Faked the spike and just tipped it over. And Fawcett flat-footed into the net. Newberry's down 8-6. Whistle. Oh, point for Newberry. Rudyard out of rotation. Rudyard's challenging this year. Joe Rounds caught it almost right away. And it will be Newberry point. It will be Deslak. Newberry didn't get the point on the board. Could be 8-7 then. Back row. What a play by Bliss. And then Kwiatkowski gets tripped up by Postma. She's slow to get up. Looks to be okay. Gets underneath that one. Back set. Burt cuts in front of Bliss. Postma punches it to the back. Duflo. Whalen missed it. Newberry has not been as strong tonight as they have been throughout the season. That's the net. That's the timing, I think, is what it is. Whoa. Self-defense on that one by Coppets. Newberry will play it back. Deflected, kept alive. Set. Postma. Yes, it is. Off of Bliss and down. 10-6. Rudyard has matched their largest lead. But they've had leads in the first two sets. Deep serve ball. It might have been out. Bliss played it. So here. Tipped over by Galladay. Whalen on the line. Perfect placement. 10-7, Bulldogs lead. Whalen trying to get Newberry back in it. Just made a great play. Sends the serve, and it's off of Duclos' fingertips and out of bounds. Rudyard with the longest stretch of control in this contest. Leads by 4. They need to win this set to stay alive. Big play at the net. Taylor neutralized. Bulldogs keep it alive. Holly couldn't quite get to that one. 12-7 matches the largest lead in set for the Bulldogs. They're running away with it. Kayla Welker will send Ari Cornell out. The wheels are falling off the buggy here for Newberry. So kind of maybe too relaxed. We're just happy they survived the second. Nice play there. They gave it to the wrong side. 13-8. Rudyard has hit the 13-point mark. First, I believe, in each set. And then Newberry's caught fire. Tough play there into the bench. And then Galladay can't get to it. So here, Rahali lunges for it. Still alive. That up and then another one. Off the fingertips. And Rudyard steals the serve back. Postma, line drive. Oh, little hesitation. Brief miscommunication. Newberry gets the serve. 14-10 Bulldogs. Fawcett and Frupla. Coach Welker, again tonight, has rolled almost everybody. And now Rudyard gets the serve. Nobody can string them together. Taylor. Oh! Look out. Again, Aaliyah Taylor. Newberry can't get any closer than 4. The last 5 serves have been points to the other side in this matchup. Burke ends that streak. 2 in a row for Newberry. 15-12. Another comeback on. Rupla plays out for 1. Indians threw Burt into the back row. Oh, set to the back for Moon. Rudyard trying everything. Burton, rise and fire. It's out. Dowell with the serve for the Bulldogs in a 4-point lead. That's been a big spot for Rudyard. That front left corner. That's 3 that they put over off of Newberry fingertips for a point. They lead at 17-12. This area there. Serve there. Wachowski dug out by Burke. Fawcett plays it over. Back set. Wachowski. Burke again, but it's high and wide. Rudyard, they can trade points with this 5-point lead. That'll keep them in the matchup. Postma. A shot by Cornell to start it back. Holly, Duflo. They wanted Whalen again. The timing and the angle off. What a miss hit. Into the net. Newberry point. Deslak's going to come serve. Too deep. Back within 3 are the Lady Indians. 18-15, Rudyard leads here in the third. Duflo. Whalen. Back to Duflo. Flat-footed. She's got to play it across. Block. Postma. Stays calm. Oh, Deslak. Now Rahali. Lady Indians going way up into the rafters. Tough angle there. Whalen. Duflo tries the spike. Rudyard keeps it alive. Whalen tries Duflo again. Newberry doing some different things. Rudyard can't get it across. Lady Indians find a way. They're back within 2. Oh, Rahali. Another one. Rolls over the net and drops in. Newberry, 4 straight. 13's been their magic number. That's where they started their best stretches of volleyball. And Vince Gross looks down. He's going to call Gracie Johnson down. Joe Rounds is going to come across. This is why I hate kids doing this. I know they need the help, but you're putting those young ladies in a really tough spot. I thought it was a good call, but she's way closer than I am. Point Newberry. Stated her case. Newberry's come back from 18-13 to tie it up. Trying to win this set. Would go 3-0 for a second time against Rudyard. But the Lady Bulldogs, they showed it in the second. They're showing it again here in the third. They're not going to lie down. Their freshman makes a big play. Wide left. Here we go again. It took 30 points to decide the second. 19-19 here in the third. Whalen. Too far. Rudyard somehow didn't come across. But again, the desperation for the Bulldogs. They make a great play to lay out for it. They just can't get back up in time. And Newberry finds the hole in the formation. So the first to 20 here in the third, 20-19. Service error, Whalen. (2020). The Newberry student section right in that poor young girl's ear. Here's Holly. That one carried Postma almost into the wall right below us. Ace for the Lady Indians. Down 18-13. It's now 22-20. 9 of the last 10 points in the matchup. Closing in on a victory. Taylor. Oh! Kirshner tried. Timeout. Rudyard. We'll keep it right here. Tell you about Friday night football. Tomorrow night, final home game for the Newberry Indians. They will welcome in the Ishpeming Hematites, varsity only in Newberry tomorrow. 7 o'clock to kickoff. Our pregame coverage right around 6:45. Rudyard's boys will make the long trip to Norway. The Knights can clinch a Great Lakes East division title with a win over the Bulldogs tomorrow night. That game will be in Norway. Engadine here in our local area in Newberry. The Eagles will celebrate homecoming tomorrow against the Atlanta Huskies. All right, 24-20, set point, match point, Rahali to give Newberry the win. Long return, and that'll do it. Newberry with a huge sweep over the Rudyard Lady Bulldogs. And Newberry knocks Rudyard out of the top spot. It'll come down to the Lady Indians and the Lady Saints. And the Great Lakes are in the E.U.P conference standings with those two teams facing off next week. We will step aside post-game coverage when we come back.
Recent studies credit massage therapy with easing chronic pain, symptoms of fibromyalgia, and stress and muscle tension. It's just part of why Helen Newberry Joy's massage therapist Polly Holmes loves her work.
I just feel so happy that I could help. And people that really think they're stuck with this pain the rest of their life and then they get some relief from it, really makes it all worth it to improve someone's health and well-being and ease their pain.
Polly says a regular regimen of massage therapy can make a huge difference.
The massage needs to be applied monthly to really work. More often the better, especially in the beginning. You have probably a lot of things to work out, and you just need to give it a little extra in the beginning, I would say, and then you can back off and just come in once a month for a while. The sooner you start, the better.
Call 293-9231 to schedule with Holly in the Rehabilitation Services Department or book online at vagaro.com. Helen Newberry Joy. Your health, our passion.
Back here in Newberry, where they are celebrating a 3-set sweep and a victory for the Lady Indians over the Lady Bulldogs. Final scores in the varsity contest: 25-15, 30-28, and 25-20 for the Newberry Lady Indians, who move clear of Rudyard in the E.U.P conference standings. The Lady Bulldogs will need somebody to upset the Lady Saints and the Lady Indians to get back in the contest. Newberry has 2 head-to-head victories over the Lady Bulldogs now in the regular season, so they would hold the tiebreaker over Rudyard. So the Lady Bulldogs fall out of that top spot. They need help to get back in to the conference title race. Meanwhile, Newberry is staring down a winner-take-all showdown. If St. Ignace knocks off Newberry next week, they're almost certainly to win the E.U.P conference. The Indians would try to pull off that win on the road, and if they beat the Saints, would even the season series, but it would be the second conference loss for St. Ignace. So a big win tonight really puts Rudyard in a win out and have to get some help situation, and puts Newberry in control of their own destiny where they can win the E.U.P conference. These two teams most likely will meet again in the postseason as well. So Newberry with the 2 regular season wins, Rudyard with the tournament win, and they'll turn their attention to the MHSAA playoffs again very soon. JV contest, Newberry wins it 2-0. They keep their undefeated season alive here in volleyball action tonight. So want to thank everybody for tuning in, making us a part of your evening. Got to pick our Pickleman's Total One Stop in Newberry Subway player of the game tonight. We're going to go with the freshman sensation, Becca Rahali, making a big difference for Newberry here in this contest tonight. Once again, Newberry fans, join us tomorrow night, high school football, as the Indians host the Ishpeming Hematites at 7 o'clock. This is high school volleyball on M123 FM and the E.U.P Sports Network.